he says things like, I'm the king of the grind and I embrace the grind. And I hear that back in the wrestling days, he's the guy who used to fake injuries. He's the guy who used to cry at practice. And he's the guy who's quit so many times. And I'm excited to see, what he does this time. He says that he lost the NCAAs and he lost in the Olympics because he was meant to win this. That doesn't even sound right. So I'm like, you lost in your 20s because you're meant to be. Anyways, I hear he's a quitter, and I'm excited to see if I can make him quit.
Jon, 5 years ago, how would you have handled this back and forth? It would have been different for you 5 years ago?
I probably would have been. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I probably wouldn't have. Probably would have never said that in front of the camera, whether I thought it was on or off. 5 years ago, I used to definitely try to protect my image and be careful with every little thing I said and stuff. And now I've gotten a lot more relaxed and loose and just comfortable being who I am. So that's, So, yeah, the whole thing probably would have worked out a little differently.
Do you think that, talking about him being bullied, does that kind of play into how you think his mentality is he's kind of had like the Napoleon complex in a sense, right?
Right, yeah. I don't even know. I just find it fascinating. I'm like, dude, come on, man. You're a grown man talking about you used to be bullied. You're almost 40 talking about you used to be bullied. Like, what does that have to do with anything right now? You know what I mean?
You talked about you used to protect your image. Was there a particular moment where you realized that you needed to stop caring about those things and just be free?
Yeah. There wasn't a particular moment, but just all the time, all the errors and all the, just experiences. It's just built me to where I'm at today. Of just not caring. Ultimately, people are gonna hate, bro. People are gonna hate, and you can't stop it. And people who love you, man, they're gonna love you. They're gonna be like, man, dude, I like that guy. That's just my type of guy. But the people who hate, they're just gonna hate. I signed with Nike, and people were like, oh, think about the kids in the sweatshops, Jon. Like, oh, like you're just as bad as they are now, supporting this company. And then I signed with Reebok, and they're like, oh, they're not as good as Nike, Jon. I'm just, what do you guys want? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you can't make everybody happy. And I know that now more than ever. And so now I just don't care. I don't care what people think.
This fight is an interesting fight because, we know what Daniel can do. You always come out a little bit different in every fight. Do you think the opening minutes of this fight is going to be very important to how this fight plays out?
Yeah, I think the opening minutes can be important to how the fight plays out. I'm planning on setting the tone right away round one. And, yeah, that's what I'll do.
You seem interested in testing out his wrestling also.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to test his wrestling out. I think a lot of people are afraid of him. Like, they don't believe that they can take him down. And I believe I can. I got these long arms and I'm fast. And my shots are always instinctual. So I don't go out there looking for the shot. I feel the shot. I shoot when I have to. And my instincts always gets the takedown. So I know I'll get him down.
Did you run into Cormier yesterday at the at the workouts yesterday?
No.
Have you seen him at all the other week?
Yeah, I saw him in the lobby. And he walked past me with this mean mug, just trying to look all hard. And I was like, I just gave him a little smile. I think that pissed him off.
You think you're in his head?
Oh, I know I am. I can tell by the, yeah, I know I am. But, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I should be in his head.